Arizona Cardinals taking on the Washington Commanders. A new season of NFL football is here, and we're off in 2023 on EA Sports. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. This drive will begin with a run from A-Chain. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
On the stick.
Richardson. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a first down. But there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down at will.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Commanders will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Good pickup by Elliott. What's a down year for Zeke? It's a great year for most NFL backs. Had career lows in carries and yards, but still ranked in or near the top 20 league-wide. And, of course, remained a productive scorer with 12 touchdowns.
A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. Well, these two teams, Charles, Arizona and Washington, 2023, a new beginning for both. Of course, for the Cardinals, a new coach, Jonathan Gannon, coming over from Philadelphia, where he was a defensive coordinator on their run to the NFC title, and then new ownership here in Washington.
And that gives each franchise a chance to start fresh, to turn the page. And I'm looking at Washington. They could be sneaky good. Despite the fact they didn't make the playoffs last year and the other three teams in their division did, Washington finished 500 at 8-1. They could make a jump.
They're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
I know some guys, they love to start the year off with a deep shot downfield, trying to begin things with a home run ball. That might be the more exciting option, but I think that this was the smarter play.
Robinson will try to pick it up. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 15 yards the pickup, first down Washington. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
That one complete to Hill. And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Certainly worth noting he's now one catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. They'll run with Robinson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. So stuff for no gain on second down brings up a pretty interesting third from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let them know right away I'm throwing it, but I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, sprint him out to one side or the other, and give him an opportunity that if it breaks down, he can take off and run for it.
Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they've got it looking at 4th and less than a yard. On the sneak, Rodgers, and he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Commanders post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And just shutting him off there. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. And we got a few for 2023. A lot are procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. But two kind of caught my eye, Charles. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL. I want to have something different. And I really wanted the special teams coach to be a little bit more involved. But I do understand why the league is doing it. They believe it promotes safety, and it's hard to argue against that.
What about, this is the other one, guys can now wear the number 0. We've already seen some make the switch, Calvin Ridley, DeAndre Swift, Braxton Berrios, amongst others.
Yeah, and you know something, when you see those guys make that move, I don't mind that at all right? A little more expressionism for these guys. I love it. I just think we didn't go far enough. What about double 0? Like Jim Otto used to wear, or Kenny Burrow used to wear. Let's add that back to the NFL jerseys.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
First and 10. Here's Richardson with it. Open man is Kirk, complete. A nice little juke. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Play action. Now Richardson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Richardson back to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Getting in there and finishing the play off is Myjai Sanders. Butker's kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So from an offensive perspective, at least able to get on the board here right in front of the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, now it's time to talk about complementary football, isn't it? Because if the defense can force a 3-and-out, there could be enough time on the clock that they can get the ball back for their offensive guys and maybe put some more points on the board before the half.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. To throw, it's Rodgers. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. Two minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. 3rd and 2. Now Rodgers. They complete it to Hill. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw taken in by Watkins here. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Throwing now is Rodgers. That's out wide here for Robinson. Will be a gain of 5, and now it's 3rd and 4.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And right side, they're going to go option here. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. Tucker's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 59 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. He's making quite a splash here in his NFL debut.
Well, he was advertised as being NFL ready, and both you and I tend to arch an eyebrow a little bit when we first hear that, but I think that they were right about this one.
To the 43, second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And a dump off here to Robinson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Eric Kendricks in on the tackle.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
On second down, another shot for Robinson. And he lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble. That could have been trouble. Even though he recovered his own fumble, you know how much he hates to put the ball on the ground. He's going to be frustrated with himself.
And what do you think the time frame was from the time the ball escaped his grasp to him getting it back? It didn't take that long, right?
Right.
To him, it probably felt like hours because he's agonizing, like, I've got to get this football back. Able to get it done.
And the Commanders are going to have it first and goal as they'll take this down to about the 3.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the third quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
Robinson will take this one in. Touchdown, Washington.
Well, he's been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is now 17-3. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And bring this out to the 25. No return there for Hardman. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a three-possession game.
On first down, Richardson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's White. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
That's the kind of play this offense desperately needed. They've got to be saying, our defense has kept us in the ball game. We're down, but we're certainly not out. And maybe that was the spark that they've been searching for.
First and 10, it's Richardson. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down. What a career he continues to have. That catch is number 815. That ties him with Hall of Famer Shannon Sharp.
And just think about this. The only people ahead of him in the tight end position in catches, Antonio Gates, Jason Witten, and Tony Gonzalez. You catch 815 passes as a tight end in the NFL, call your tailor and get measured for the gold jacket.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here. These last few plays, they have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
A-Chain is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
On second down, it's Richardson to throw it. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Anthony Richardson with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Cards are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that slices the lead down to 17-10. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They begin the drive with Robinson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. We are through three quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Washington. Chris Watkins, 74 yards. And the Commanders are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. The last time I look and repeat that in Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Ready? Here's 2nd and 10. Ready. Now it's Richardson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
He'll air this one out for Kirk. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs lived for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 101 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener. Back to Robinson now on first down. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. 2nd down and 4. Robinson with another carry. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On 3rd down, Robinson gets around him, and he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Elliott will score. Touchdown, Commanders.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. They're going to hurry back to the line now. 2nd down, here's Richardson. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. Jamison Williams, 72 yards. And the Cardinals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead will be cut down to 14. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this is going to be covered up by Washington. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Robinson up the middle. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Commanders football as we get back to it. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. On play action, it's Rodgers. That's to his running back, complete. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a very solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now Richardson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Commanders are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And going deep for Hill. That's caught inside the 20. Big yardage that time for Washington. 52 yards.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
Rodgers throwing here. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. That's Daron Payne with a sack that time. So still 14 yards to go, 2nd down. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. Give them 4 on the carry there, but that only takes them back to where they started. 3rd and 10.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Here's Rodgers. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but They'll take the 3, and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Hardman, he is not going to bring this out, so they will start the drive at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the and that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked off by Robert Spillane. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. A CD, always a little extra excitement for week one, and one of our early window games here in week one on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record, but everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between week 1 and week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for Washington, that'll be a happy locker room as they start the season 1-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home.